Meanwhile. All right, y'all, welcome to Wednesday. It's Wednesday pull day. We got some posterior chain work for you today. Balance out that squat and push that we went through yesterday. We got to, here we go again already on their camouflage bullshit back here behind me. My name is Stefan. Happy to have y'all in here today. To my left, I got Catherine, catch me if you can, Morgan. Over to my right, I got DJ E Wally Wall. And here behind the camera, I got Rick, don't wear no shoes in my house. Ricky S, all right? All right, y'all, let's cue this music up. We're gonna get this playlist started. The playlist today is called Figure It Out. It's off of my Spotify. It's in the link in the call, and it's on our Instagram if you wanna link up. First song is Figure It Out by French Montana. As the group gets down to their back here, we're going to start that first song in 3, in 2, and let's roll. Down on our backs, we'll stack those feet underneath us like we were going to go into a bridge. We'll widen them out a little bit. We'll just start taking those knees side to side. Nice, easy. Windshield wipers, 90-90 from that position. Just like we normally do at the start, starting out nice and slow as we get into these movements. We have a fairly simple workout today, not easy, not to be confused with easy. Just setup is fairly simple, not a ton of movements, but it's going to be super effective. From there, we'll straighten those legs out, and we're going to take that right leg either straight up into the air or up into 90 degrees, and then we're going to let it fall across our body. If you want to pull that knee in tight, roll those ankles a little bit, feel free to do that. Then we'll come back through the center, switch those legs out. We'll do the same thing on the second side. Okay, laddie. Once you do a couple each way there, we'll make our way over to our sides. No rush here, no rush at all. Let's pull those knees into 90 degrees. When we come to that side, we'll stack those hands. Open that chest up. Big reach up over the top. Getting the back of our hand onto the floor, hopefully behind us. Trying to keep those hips square to the floor. Try not to roll those hips open. Just finding that big trunk rotation as we opening up the chest. See if we can get shoulders flat on the floor. That's our goal eventually. When you have 5 or 6 on that first side, let's go ahead and hit the second side. Same thing here, just rolling that chest open. If you need to do anything different than what I'm doing, honor what your body's feeling today. The middle of the week, if you're feeling super tight somewhere, feel free to veer off this path and do what you need. When you've done with both sides there, we're going to come over onto hands and knees. Starting out with some cat-cows here. Just a little bit of movement up and down. If you want to take that side to side a little bit, get into those hips a little bit, feel free to do so. Carry some weight into those hands. Start getting prepared to grip some weights today. Today you need your weight and your band. Won't need your band till toward the end of the workout, but let's make sure we have it handy. From that all fours position, we're going to extend that right leg straight out. We're going to carry it across our left foot, drop those toes down, and then drop that right hip in. So nice stretch in that hip, a little bit in that low back. We'll come back to center, switch those legs out. Let's do the same thing over the other way. Good, make sure we're dropping that hip in as we Carry that leg across. We'll come back through center. If you want to take one more each way there, that's great. If you're ready to move on, let's start working into some fire hydrants or some hip circles from all fours here. When you're ready, moving on to those hip circles. Trying to stabilize on that grounded knee, not letting the hip drop in. Working from those 3 points. We'll take 5 or 6 on the single side and then 5 or 6 over the other way. Once we're done with those hip circles or fire hydrants, let's widen those knees out and let's press back into a child's pose here, extending those arms long overhead. Really sitting those hips back toward our heels. We can walk those hands out to the left or the right. Again, intensifying that stretch on our side body as we reach out. Once you're done with that child's pose, let's make our way down to our stomachs. Spend a little bit of time opening that chest up, getting those hands out wide, getting stuck in the mud, rolling a shoulder open, opening that hip up as we come across. Working back and forth. If you want to go quick here, feel free. If you need a little extra love in one side or the other, you just feel like going a little bit slower, feel free to do so. Once we've got a couple each way there, we're going to work into a skydiver, and at the top, with those hands extended up overhead, work through that skydive, and then we'll bring those hands behind us, palms facing up over our glutes here, and then bring them all the way back around, drop everything down and repeat. We'll take 2 or 3 more just like that. I don't know what that was. Nope, sure didn't. The Ghost of Welton Street has joined us. More weird things happen in the studio. Weird shit only seems to happen when I'm coaching. I don't know what that's about, but all good. From there, let's press up through a high plank and back to a down dog. Let's find some length in those hamstrings here. Walking those hamstrings and calves out a little bit. Little movement side to side. Strong pressure into those hands as well, not sitting all that weight back. And then we'll come through to an up dog. Really trying to find some expansion and some extension in those hip flexors and those low abs. Little rock side to side there. Then we'll press back into that high plank and we'll step that right foot through to a runner's lunge. We'll drop that left knee down on the floor. And then we'll start flossing from that half kneeling position, just like Catherine's dropping in. Taking a few from that forward position, then we'll step out to 40 degrees. 40 is the new 45, okay, just so you know. Take 5 or 6 in that position, then we'll bring that foot all the way out to 90 degrees. We'll take the same thing out wide, 5 or 6 there. Once we're through those 3 spots, we'll switch those legs out. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Same thing over the other way. If you need to hold that position dropped in, feel free. Once you're through your second side there, we'll make our way up to our feet. We'll start out with some swimmers from that standing position. Once you get there, open up those shoulders and chest as we swim those arms up over the top. Take 10 or so forward and then 10 or so back. Once you're through those rotations, let's take hands together out in front. Let's expand the chest. Everything comes back together. Let's work over the other way. As we bring those hands out, let's drop that chin, barreling out the back, and then pulling everything apart. Take 5 or 6 just like that. And then we'll take a generous bend in our knees and we'll just fall over into a forward fold. A little bit of length in the hamstrings here. We're keeping those knees bent, trying to focus on letting that low back go a little bit. first before we get those legs any straighter. And then with those hands down toward the floor, let's keep that right hand down. Let's rotate that left hand up toward the ceiling. You can drop that right knee in a little bit if it feels good. We'll come back through center and we'll switch sides. Good, maybe one more each way there, and then we'll come back up to standing. And we'll try and work some hinges now using that length that we just established. So we can take hands across the chest, behind the head, but let's take slight bend in those knees. So we flatten that back out and then bring it back up to the top. Take 7 or 8 hinges just like that. And then we'll come back up to that standing position. We'll just take some hip openers, big external rotation, external, external, and then internal, internal. Few each way there. Once you're through those hip rotations, we can keep that left foot down to the floor. We're going to work out into a lateral lunge right. When we come back to center, let's step up into a figure 4. Get into that hip. Let's take 3 over to the right and then 3 over to the left. You can see Eric is squaring that hip out, pulling that foot up toward his pelvis. Perfect option if you want to do that as well. Once we're done each side there, we'll take a big star pose, widening that base out, and we'll work some windmills. Some rotations, left hand to right toes, right hand to left toes, out nice and wide. We rotate and tap it across. Just a few each way there. And then we'll start working active. We'll come up onto those toes. We'll start bouncing a little bit. Nice, easy bounce off those toes, rolling those wrists and shoulders out, saddling those ankles if you need it a little bit. I know I'm feeling it after yesterday. And we'll work into some jumping jacks. We'll start out with 10 jacks, 10 big jacks with those hands overhead, and then we'll go into some skaters, finding a little lateral stability. We can say low, small little hop, just finding some balance. We'll take 5 or 6 each way there. And then we'll just work a little forward shuffle, little active toe taps out in front. Nice, easy taps forward. And then we'll work some active length through that posterior chain into those hamstrings. Stepping and kicking, reaching out toward opposite toes. 4 or 5 just like that. Good, and then we'll go into an A skip. Just a couple knees out in front, getting those arms out in front. 4 or 5 each way there. Then let's get into some drop squats. Take 4 or 5 drop squats. Good, once you're through those drop squats, we'll come back onto 2 feet. Passive trunk rotation, using those hands. And then we'll finish out with 3 sprawls. We're going to come down to the floor. We're going to get those legs straight out with fairly straight arms. We're going to drop those hips in. Then we're going to send it back up high to the top. Stand it up and repeat. Once you're through 3 there, give yourself a pat on the back or a virtual 5. Or if you're with somebody, give them a foot 5. Give them some love. If hash brown's around, give them a little pet on the head. Then we'll grab our weights. We need weights, bands. Get your water and your towel handy. And we'll get rolling here, y'all. So we have three different sections in this workout today. Everything will be accompanied by RDL. So we're going to go single movement, okay, for 30 seconds, followed by 5 RDLs, 5 straight leg deadlifts, okay? We get right into it when I call time off of that first 30 seconds. We take those RDLs, then we'll get into a secondary movement for 30 seconds. We follow it up again, 5 RDLs right after we finish that movement, okay? We're going to go 3 rounds, okay? 3 rounds through these movements. First one is just going to be double-handed or a goblet clean from the floor, okay? So kettlebell or dumbbell, either is fine. We drop those hips, slight hinge, but we keep those eyes up. I'm coming straight up, right into that rack, and then right back down to the floor, okay? Double-handed clean to start. Then we go into those 5 RDLs. Then we're back down, lat pull overs, okay? So from my back, I'm gonna flatten that back out, tucking those thumbs into the horns here on my kettlebell, slight bend in those elbows, tapping that weight down, and then right back overhead. I don't get it out toward my hips, just goes right over my face. Long arms, don't turn it into a triceps extension. Let's extend that weight long out overhead. All right, let's jump on in. Here we go. First round starting out, 2-hand clean, kettlebell or dumbbell. Clock is on in 3, in 2, and let's go. 30 seconds of work here. Standing tall at the top. Hips to full extension as we come up high. Good work, y'all. Just easing into these first couple weighted reps. Kind of getting a feel for what that weight feels like today. Good job. You've got under 10 seconds here. See if we can get 2 or 3 more. And that's time. Beautiful. All right. We bring that weight up. Straight into those straight leg deadlifts here. RDLs. 2 hands on that weight. Pulling those shoulders back. Nice flat back. As we come to the bottom, we can find a slight bend in those knees. But we want to keep those legs fairly straight. Hinging into this movement, not squatting. You have 5. Once you're through 5, set that weight down. Couple nice, easy, deep breaths. And we're making our way down to the floor, making our way toward our pullovers. 30 seconds here. Today, our variation is hips to the floor, okay? We're not bridging. We go in 3, in 2, and let's go. Slight bend in those elbows as we reach out long. Trying to keep that low back pressed down toward the floor. Extended range of motion as we reach it out. This movement can be slow. Don't let that weight bounce off the floor. Let's pause at the bottom and then pull it right back in front of our face. You are under 10 seconds here. See if we can get 2 more. 2 more reps in. And that's time. Beautiful. All right, we're back up to our feet. Right back up to our feet. We're right into those 5 RDLs. This will get us to 10, on our way to 100 for this workout. Abs nice and tight. Not super important that that weight gets to the floor, but holding that posture. Strong, tall position at the top, and we keep that upper body position as we bring it down to the floor. Once you're through 5, set it down. Couple easy, nice, deep breaths, and we're right back in to that goblet clean or that 2-handed clean, all right? Stepping back in. Here we go, in 3, in 2, and let's begin. Clock is on, 30 seconds. Same thing here. If you counted reps that last time, let's see if we can meet it. Not necessarily beat it, but let's stay on that same path we were on the last time. Focused on dropping that weight down right between our shoelaces here, not getting that weight out in front of us. Good work, y'all. Got about 5 seconds left. Let's see if we can get 1 or 2 left. In 3, 2, and that's time. Beautiful. All right. Right back in. 5 RDLs. Working from center. 2 different views here in the studio. If you want to get an idea of where you should be positioned as that weight comes down. Again, in this movement as well as the last, that weight comes down right in between our shoes, painting our shins with that weight. Once you're through 5, we bring it back down. We're into our second set of lat pullovers. Again, keeping those hips low, tucking those thumbs into the weight. We reach long overhead. We go in 3, in 2, and let's begin. Good. You can see Eric is going nice and slow on the way down. Once that weight gets to the floor, a little more powerful pull over to the front. Good work, y'all. Past halfway into this second round here. Good job. Keep that consistent spot on the floor every time. Long arms. Don't turn this into triceps. In 3, in 2, and that's time. Good work. All right, we're back up. Back into those RDLs. 2 hands on that weight. Feet about hips width apart. When you're ready, let's go ahead and drop in. Pull those shoulders back. At the bottom of that movement, nice flat back. Beautiful. Looking good here in studio. If you got eyes on yourself in the mirror, or you have someone that can check in with you, take a look at each other, see what you got going as far as keeping those shoulders pulled back, staying nice and tall. Once you're through 5, set it down. And we got one more round through. One more round on those cleans. Couple extra deep breaths here. Let's go ahead and step it into position under 10 seconds. Final round in this first set of movements in 3, in 2, and let's go. Final 30 seconds in this movement. Let's make it count. Once again, let's try and meet that rep count. Maybe we get a couple extra. Definitely an opportunity to be a little bit quicker, a little more ballistic. Oh boy, Eric's throwing the weight over his head now. Please pay no attention to that. Good work, y'all. You got about 10 seconds left. Last time you see this movement today, let's squeeze out the juice in 3, in 2, and that's time. Beautiful. All right. If you need to set that weight down for a second, do it. When you're ready, you're right back in. 5 RDLs with that weight coming down through center, pulling those shoulders back. This takes us to 25, quarter of the way there on our RDLs. Once you're through 5, you know where we're headed. Gather your breath. We're coming back down to our backs. One more time on those pullovers. One more time on those pullovers. You've got 5 seconds. Final 30 seconds in this movement in 3, in 2, and let's go. Think about less is more here. Maybe we can slow it down. We can't change the weight necessarily, but we can change the tempo. Less is more here. Slower is better. Maybe we're a little more powerful to the top, but we go slow, slow, slow to the bottom. You've got 10 seconds left. See if you can get 2 or 3 more strong reps, depending on where your weight's at. We rest in 3, in 2, and time. Beautiful. All right, we make our way back up to our feet. Final round of RDLs here. 5 more, finishes this round out, and then we take a long break. 5 to finish, takes us to 30. Good, y'all. Once you're through 5, set it down, grab some water, grab a towel. Start to slow that heart rate down, deepen that breath. Eyes up, and I'll let you know what you got on these next round of movements. So you'll need your band now coming in. Band as we work back into our space here. We're going to start out with 30 seconds of banded iso rows. So we're going to pull that band underneath our shoe here. You got my shoe? Not quite. All right. Underneath the shoe, okay? We're going to pull tension onto that band. Little hinge forward, okay? We're going to pull those elbows up tight. I'm extending and pulling. Extending and pulling, but we stay under tension. So not working from here. Elbows to 90. Extend and pull, alternating forward, okay? We got 30 seconds there. Is the sun out? Sun's out, so you know what that means. We go 5 RDLs back into that same sequence, and then we're going to go 30 seconds biceps curls, okay? 30 seconds of biceps curls. Upper body movements here, banded iso rows, and our bicep curls, all right? So let's make sure we got our band handy, got our weight handy. We've got 10 seconds. 10, hey, quit arguing, all right? All right, here we go. 5 seconds, 30 seconds, those banded iso rows. Pull those shoulders back and begin. Let's go. You can see here in studio, nice flat back. Elbows are pulled in tight. We extend the arm out. There we go. Good. Good adjustment. If you snap your band, you need to write a letter to Red Rock saying you need a new one, okay? So I'll give you the address at the end of class. We've got 5. We've got 3. Make sure we get even side to side. And that's time. Beautiful. All right. Let's set that down. Trade it out for our kettlebell or dumbbell. We're back in RDLs. 5 of them. No rush getting in. We got plenty of time to work here. Let's focus on quality of movement as we go. Once you're through 5, set that weight down for a second. Shake those arms out. Prepare those pipes. It's Python time. All right, here we go. Weight up. 30 seconds. 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. In 3, in 2, and let's go. Keep those elbows in nice and tight. If you feel like as you go into that curl, we're ripping it up, wrenching it up, I want you to slow it down, offset those feet. Good work, y'all. Past half. Under tension. Don't rest at the bottom. Right back into it. You've got 5 seconds. You can get 2 more. And time. Beautiful. All right. Setting that weight down for a second, and you know where we're going. 5 RDLs. 5 RDLs. When you're ready, pick it up and let's roll. Again, no rush. Can pace this out a little bit slower than we are in studio if you need to. We're going to have plenty of time to work today, so make it your own. Maybe now we start to find a little bit more extension to the bottom, starting to find some length in that posterior chain. Once you're through 5, set it down. Take a couple breaths. And then we're going to step into our opposite foot here with that band. Okay, so second side now. Just trying to keep it even. Drop that foot back. Stepping in, we go in 3, in 2, and let's begin into our second round in this second set of movements here. Super important here that we hold elbows at 90 and work low, work to the bottom rather than working from the bottom to the top. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Don't rotate. Lock it in. Stay down nice and low. Good work. Under 10. Let's finish even. You got 5. You've got 3. And that's time. Beautiful. That movement is a doozy. Great job. All right, when you're ready, stepping back in. Back into RDLs. This takes us to 45. We're almost halfway into that 100 count RDL here. Sometimes when we have repetitive motion like this over and over in class, we start to get lazy. So check in with where those hips are at. Check in with where those shoulders are at as we pull. Take a couple little extra seconds here. Find that breath. Breathe it out. And when you're ready, we're back in biceps curls. Eric's using a towel now. All right. In 3, in 2, and let's go. Oh, man, he's taking it back. Back to those 24 days, baby. Keep working, keep working. Eric would like everyone to know that this body didn't build itself, all right? So just keep that in mind. Rome wasn't built in a day. Good work. You got 5 seconds left. In 3, in 2, and time. Beautiful job. Good shit, y'all. All right, set it down. Shake those arms out a little bit. Let it go. And then we're back in. 5 RDLs takes us to 50. Once you're through these 5 here, we drop back into those banded iso rows. Good. Knocking out number 5. Set that weight down. Stand up tall for a second. Let that low back disengage. Loosen up. You got about 10 seconds. One more time into those iso rows. Step into that band. Back to that first side. Last time here. Tuck those elbows in tight. And we begin. Let's go. Final 30 seconds here. Good. Tuck those elbows in tight into your ribs. Hit that same spot every time. You're halfway in, y'all. 15 more seconds. Great job, y'all. Under 10. Stay consistent. Flat back. Pull those shoulders back. Elbow comes high every time. We finish in 3, in 2, and time. Beautiful. Drop that band down. Set that band to the side. You will need it again at the end of our workout. Good. Just move around. Breathe for a second. Breathe some oxygen into those biceps. All right, 10 seconds. Final round here. Let's finish it out. Good work, y'all. Good. Focusing on posture above all as we drop in. Find some length in those hamstrings. When they tell you that's enough, take a short break. Once you're through 5, set it down. We're getting into these biceps curls to finish the round out. Eric's doing a magic trick of some sort. It's just constant comic relief in here, y'all. It never ends. This guy's really thriving in this environment. All right, here we go. Last one, and here we go. In 3, in 2, and let's go. Final 30 seconds on these curls. Final 30 seconds in these movements. Don't get those arms shortened at the bottom. Extend them all the way out. Let's get full range of motion. I know they're burning. You got 10 seconds left. Final time in this movement. Let's squeeze the juice out. In 3, in 2, and time. Beautiful job, y'all. Way to work. Shake those arms out. Let that grip go a little bit. Let those forearms go. And when you're ready, we're back with that kettlebell or dumbbell. 5 RDLs. Takes us to 60. We're on the downhill of our RDLs here. There you go. Good. Good work, y'all. Finish those 5 out. Let's set that weight down. Let's towel off. Grab a sip of water. You got Kevin Gates in the house. Me too. All right, y'all. Moving on, we're going in to an alternating snatch here, okay? 30 seconds. Single arm on. I'm going to sit those hips down just like I worked my lower mechanics into that clean at the start, okay? Now we're ripping from the floor. Elbow comes high. Up over, you can take that down to a rack and then back to the floor, or you can come straight down, but we're going side to side, okay? Alternating side to side. Once you're through 30 seconds there, back into those RDLs, all right? Back into those RDLs, and then, Godspeed, y'all. All right, 30 seconds of alternating plank painters. So I'm gonna start that weight out at the top, forming a triangle with my hands in that weight. Hand on my weight, I'm gonna make contact all the way with that floor, dragging down toward my hips, and then back up. Plant the hand, drag, and back up. Okay, so similar to how we take a pull across, but now we're going vertical, okay? Range of motion as we come down. 30 seconds, alternating arms there, and then we're back into those RDLs. My squat's coming back in. Squat, squat. All right, here we go. Get your mind right, get your grind right. Here we go. In 3, in 2, and let's get it. Alternating snatches. If that snatch isn't working for you today, we can take that into a single arm clean, but the preference is snatching all the way to the top. This is not a clean and press. As you bring it up tall, elbow high, we finish at the top. Beautiful, y'all. Great job here in studio. Under 10 seconds left. Want to make sure we get even side to side. In 3, in 2, and time. Beautiful job. If you got one more rep, get it. And then take your time into those RDLs. Great job, y'all. Great job. No rush as we get into these last rounds. Like I said, we have plenty of time to get through this workout. So if you need a couple extra seconds before you hit those RDLs, take your time. Don't let that back round out. Don't let those shoulders slump. Hold that position for 5. Set it down. Shake those shoulders out. Setting ourselves up for those plank painters. So like you'll see here in studio, that weight's going to start out in front of your plank. Wide base with those feet so we can get some stability. We alternate arms. Here we go. In 3, in 2, and let's go. Pulling that weight down to our hips and then all the way back over our head. Nice wide base in that plank here. If you can keep contact, weight to the floor the whole time, that's great. That's not working for you. If you need to pick it up a little bit, all good. But nice long range of motion. Straight line up and down, right up midline. We finish in 3, in 2, and time. Beautiful. Eric's finishing even. I like it. And then we're back up. Back up into those RDLs. This takes us to 70. 70 on our way to 100 here. Good. 5 at a time. 5 at a time. Once you're through 5 there, set it down. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. All right, y'all. Good work. Breathe it out. All right, y'all. Here we go. Getting into that second round. Back into those snatches. All right, couple deep breaths in. We begin in 3, in 2, and let's go. 30 seconds of work here. If you need to take it into that rack on the way down, turn it into a half snatch, perfectly fine, but let's get that weight high to the top. Straight line from that dead position. Straight vertical. Good work. You're on the downhill. 5 seconds left. Let's get even. In 3, and time. Beautiful job. Way to sneak that last rep in here in house, y'all. Good work. Stand up tall. Breathe it out. And we hit RDLs. This takes us to 75. 75 RDLs. 3/4 of the way there. Once you're through 5, weight back down to the floor. Stay tall and breathe for a second. And then let's get that weight set up for that second set of plank drags. Painters straight up, just like you were painting a house. Vertical up and down. Maybe we start with the opposite hand this time. Let's make our way down. Find that nice wide base with those feet. Hands stacked underneath our shoulders. We go in 3, in 2, and let's go. 30 seconds here. Strong, consistent movement that whole time through. 30 seconds feels a lot longer sometimes, doesn't it? Good work. All right, you're 10 seconds in. See if we can keep that same pace we started with, same rep count we had last round. Consistency all the way through. You've got 10 seconds left. See if you can get a couple more each way. Finishing in 5, in 3, and that's time. Beautiful job here in studio. Great job, y'all. Great job. Stand it up. Let's find some breath. When you're ready, back into those RDLs. George Bush is talking to us in studio. I see you, Kel. I see you, Cobe. Good work, y'all. Looking good. Great posture as we drop it down to the bottom. Good to see some people outside today. Love it. All right, once you're through 5, set it down. We got one more round through here. Back into those snatches. Definitely our biggest movements of the day, all right? When you're ready, let's make our way back in. Take about 15 seconds here. We're going to hit this final round. All right, think about driving through those heels. Let's get that weight back to the floor each time. Here we go, in 3, in 2, and let's go. Lower body does the work. Lower body creates the drive, and the hands there to assist to the top. Big pull all the way to the top. Get that elbow high. Good work, halfway in. 15 seconds left, final 15 with this movement today. Meet it or beat it. Last chance to get them in. You got 5 seconds. Last couple in 3, in 2, and that's time. Beautiful job, y'all. Good work, good work. All right. Back into our RDLs. 5 more, 5 at a time. This takes us to 85. Let's do it. Consistent at the top. Pull those shoulders back. Stand tall. Don't get caught in that mid-range. This is not a pulse to the top. All right, once you're through 5, set it down. Great job. We're getting close here, y'all. We can feel it. Deepen that breath. What's that? Feeling good as we're moving through here. We got 1 more time into these drags. Give you a couple extra seconds so we can squeeze whatever we got left out of this final movement. We go in 10. Let's find our way back down to that plank. Nice wide base with those feet. Maybe that kettlebell's a little further away from your body this time. How can we intensify? Here we go. And begin. 30 seconds on the clock. Final time here. Final time. Good work, y'all. Halfway through. 15 in, 15 to go. Try and get that weight towards your toes here. Bigger range of motion, under 10. Finishing in 5, in 3, even your reps outside to side, and that's time. Great job, y'all, great job. Find your feet when you're ready. Let's knock out 5 RDLs. If you're spent, take a couple extra seconds. You got your long rest after this, okay? So take your time, no rush here. Good, 5. Takes us to 90. Good shit. Give the people around you some love. Step to the screen. See who's out there. Say what up. Good work, y'all. All right, 3 rounds down. Way to work. All we got left is a finisher. We got about 5 more minutes of work, okay? Here's what we've got. Fairly technical movement to start out. We're going to go half Turkish get up, but we're going to work from the top today, okay? So from that high position, I'm dropping down to the knee, and then with that weight extended. Hinge, eyes on my weight, nice straight line, hand to hand. Back to the top, back to standing. Right back down, hinge, and repeat, stand it up. We've got 8 and 8, okay? 8 and 8 there. So that's our big movement in the round. And then we're gonna grab that band one more time. Band down around the ankles. And we're gonna go for 15 lateral band kicks. So standing tall, slight bend in that standing leg, lateral kick out. Tension staying on that band the whole time. We take 15 to the right, 15 to the left. Once you finish those get-ups and your bands, then we go in 5 RDLs. Then we go 1 more round through. That takes us to 100 on those RDLs. So stepping back in, let's grab that weight. Working from that extended press position, working our way to the bottom. When you're ready, we're not on a clock here. Go ahead and get rolling. If you're ready to go, let's do it. Knee drops down. Eyes on your weight as you find that hinge. Good work, y'all. As much as you can. Eyes on that weight, controlling it to the bottom and then back to the top. 8 is a lot. This is a long round, okay? So take your time. We got plenty of time to finish this workout. We are in no rush. If you can get that hand flat to the floor, that's great. 8's a lot here, okay? 8's a lot. Take your time. Once you're through that first side, set it down. Breathe for a second. Plenty of time to rest. A lot of rest built into this workout, especially on these big movements. So don't feel rushed. We're not racing each other. We're not racing the clock. Good work, y'all. We only go through these 2 times, all right? Let's knock it out. I know those shoulders are going to be feeling that stability at the top. 8 and 8. 8 and 8 here, y'all. I know. They're feeling it here in studio. I'm sure you're feeling it at home. Do not rush here. Take your time as we go through. When you get through 8 there, I want you to set that weight down for a second. And before you pick that band up, just breathe deeply and rest for a second. Good work, y'all. We're nearing the end of that set here in studio. Great job, y'all. Catherine's on 7 and 8. Beautiful job, y'all. Everyone's pacing out a little bit differently here. Just honor what's working for you. When you're ready, we get into that band. We're going to stabilize on that single side, out wide. Keeping tension on that band as we drive it out. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to get good engagement in both legs here. So you're feeling it in glutes on both sides. Don't let that knee drop in as we extend that opposite leg out. Grip that floor. Grip that floor with your foot as we kick that leg out. Challenge yourself to keep tension on the band the whole time. Maybe you can stay stable on that single leg the whole time without setting it down. We burning or what? We're burning here in studio. How are we feeling at home? Good work, y'all. 15 and 15. Once you're done, 15 on that second side. Ditch your band. Grab that kettlebell. 5 RDLs takes us to 95. There's a lady riding a scooter the wrong way on Welton. That's just another day in the life. All right. 5 RDLs. Once you finish those 5 RDLs, I want you to set everything down for a second. Get a little bit of water. Give yourself time. We've got plenty of time to the end of this workout. We're about 47 minutes in. We should be right on time finishing up. So give yourself a second to break. And then we go back into our big movement of the day. Half get up from the top. Extend that arm out. Drop that knee. If you're having issues with shoulder stability at the bottom, eyes up to your weight as you drop that hand down. Kick that hip out a little bit. Make it a hinge, not just a side bend. Little rotation at the bottom. This is it, y'all. This is our big push. Like I said, this workout is simple, but it is definitely not easy. Stay with it here. Mental toughness is going to get us through these last couple moves. Keep breathing. Once you've got 8 on that single side, set it down for a second. Rest and breathe. Give yourself time. I can't say it enough. No rush. No rush, y'all. We're right on track to finish on time. So take your time. When you're ready, we're getting into that second side. Drop it down. Once you find that stable position on the knee, drop into that hinge. Good work, y'all. Probably on your non-dominant side now. So go slow. Keep your breath going. This is our finish here. We got new level. That's where we're headed today. Good shit, y'all. Where are you at? Where are we at? Eric's on his last rep. Catherine has 3 more left. How y'all feeling at home? This one's big. Good shit. Let's finish it out. Once you're through 8 and 8 there, shake it out for a second. Get your breath back. Let's jump into that band. Jumping into that band, we got 15 lateral kicks. This round is definitely taking us to a new level today. Good work, y'all. And then we're into those bands. 15 and 15. Good shit, y'all. We got about 30 seconds left on our clock. I say that just so you know you got time. Don't speed. Let's find some range. Continued range of motion here. 15 lateral bands each way. Once you're through 15 and 15, ditch that band, and let's get those RDLs finished out. Last 5 RDLs takes us to 100, and that's the end of our workout. Keep that same posture and shoulder position. Eric has completed 100 RDLs. Catherine's just finishing up her last couple reps on that band. Ditching the band and finishing it out. Where are we at? Where are we at here on my screen? Moving on to those last 5. I love it. Good work, y'all. Finish it out. 100. Catherine hits 100 on the RDLs. I see some of y'all still working out there. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. If you're done, great job. Give yourself some love, a little pat on the back. When you're ready, let's bring our water and our towel back into our space. Good shit. Good work, E. Great job, day to y'all. That was a tough one. I have a feeling y'all are going to be feeling that one tomorrow. I was going to plan on doing it after class. I think I'm going to skip it. Okay, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. We are still accepting donations for our Strength in the City workout that we did yesterday. The Eventbrite link is still on my Instagram. It's probably still on the Fitness in the City Instagram as well. If you would like to donate to the Strength in the City donation, it's going to a local restaurant group. I can't say who it is, but it's a place we love that's really close to right here that a lot of people send us food from there. So you can probably gather who it is. If you'd like to support, you can still donate. We'd love to have the support. If anyone is having any issues, obviously if you made it on today, this probably doesn't apply to you, but if you know anyone that's having any issues logging in, not getting the correct password to the website, stuff like that, don't hesitate to reach out, shoot us an email, let us know. We're still working out the kinks and all this. It seems to be running really well, but if you have issues or concerns, let us know. Tomorrow, we are back with the Meta Circuit Thirsty Thursday. I don't know, I just made that up. But join us tomorrow, back at noon tomorrow. Love y'all. Hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. It's beautiful out, a little windy, but get out there, get out on that bike, go for a walk, get some sun. Love y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.